I don't know how to describe it other than like a demon type of sound.
But it's silhouetted, hulking, every bit of 5.5 feet wide, 13 to 14 foot tall, pitch black.
The one thing that ran through my mind when I had this encounter was I don't have a big enough gun.
Your host, two-time witness and field researcher for more than 40 years, William Jevning. Welcome to Creek Devil.
Welcome. This story is being brought to you by William Jevning and is being narrated by me, Jim Sower. The title of this story: Clue to Gorilla Men Found May Be Lost Race of Giants. July 16th, 1924. The Seeahtic, Seeahtico, and other spelling variations. Klallam Indians tell of 8-foot Seeahtics who killed game by hypnotism. Existence kept secret by other tribes. Hoquiam, Washington. Mountain devils discovered at Mount St. Helens near Kelso are none other than the Seeahtic tribe, said George Totsky, Klallam tribe editor of The Real American, an Indian national weekly publication, in an interview here today. Seeahtic is a Klallam pronunciation. All other tribes pronounce it Seeahtico. The Indians of the Northwest have kept the existence of the Seeahtics a secret, partly because they know no white man would believe them, and the Indian, known for his honesty and truthfulness, does not like to be called a liar, and partly because the Northwestern Indian is ashamed of the Seeahtic tribe, said Totsky. The Mountain Devils, or guerrillas who bombarded the prospector's shack on Mount St. Helens in 1924, according to the description of the miners, are none other than the Seeahtic tribe, with whom every Indian in the Northwest is familiar, said Totsky. Were thought to be extinct. The Seeahtics were last heard of by the Klallam Indians about 15 years ago, approximately 1899 to 1909, and it was believed by the present-day Indians that they had become extinct. The Seeahtic tribe also made their home in caves, in the heart of the wilderness on Vancouver Island and in the Olympic Range, in particular Mount St. Helens. As described by the Klallam Indians, the Seeahtics are 7 to 8 feet tall. They have hairy bodies like the bear. They are great hypnotists and kill their game by stunning them with hypnotic power. They also have a gift of ventriloquism, throwing their voices at great distances, and can imitate any bird in the Northwest. They have a very keen sense of humor, Totsky added. In the past generations, they stole many Indian women and Indian babies. They lived entirely in the mountain, coming down to the shores only when they wanted a change of diet. The Quinaults claimed that they generally came once a year to the Quinault River, about fall. The Klallams say they favored the river area near Brinnan on Hood Canal. After having their fill of fresh salmon, they stole dried salmon from the Indian women. The Seeahtic tribe are harmless if left alone. The Klallam tribe, however, at one time several generations ago, killed a young man of the Seeahtic tribe to their everlasting sorrow, for they killed off a whole branch of the Klallam tribe but one, and he was merely left to tell the tale to the other Klallams up sound. The Klallam Indians believed that the Seeahtic tribe had become extinct. It is 15 years since their tracks were last seen and recognized at the Brinnan River. Prior to that time, many Klallam Indians have met and talked with men of this strange tribe, for the Seeahtics talk the strange tongue of the Klallams, which is said to have originated from the bear tongue. The Quinault Indians, however, claim that Fred Pope of the Quinault tribe and George Hyasman of the Satsop tribe were fishing about 15 miles up the Quinault River in the month of September 4 years ago, 1920, when they were visited by the Seeahtics. The two Indians had caught a lot of steelhead trout, which they had left in their canoe, and the Seeahtics stole these. Henry Napoleon of the Klallam tribe is the only Indian who has ever been invited to the home of the Seeahtic tribe. It was while Napoleon was visiting relatives on the British Columbia coast about 30 years ago, that would have made the year roughly 1895, that he met a Seeahtic while hunting. The giant Indian then invited him to their home, which is in the very heart of the wilderness of Vancouver Island. Napoleon claims that they live in a large cave. He was treated with every courtesy and told some of their secrets. He claims that the giant Indians made themselves invisible by strange medicine that they rub over their bodies, and that they were able to cause great fear by hypnotic power, and had the gift of ventriloquism, to mimic the owl and throw their voices. Some Indians claim that during the process of evolution, when the Indian was changing from animal to man, the Seeahtic did not fully absorb the Tamanois, or soul power, and thus he became an anomaly in the process of evolution. The Indians of the Northwest are of the belief that the mountain devils found at Mount St. Helens are indeed the Seeahtic Indians, and it is generally their custom to frighten persons who have displeased them by throwing rocks at them. This is the end of the story. Thank you for listening.
Thanks for listening to this episode of Creek Devil. If you or anyone you know has had an encounter with these creatures, please contact us at williamjevning@yahoo.com. That's William, Jevning, @yahoo.com. All communication is confidential. Join us for another program next week. And until then, keep your eyes open out there.